let's do the revision of the lesson 34. Stage number 3, the lesson 34. Okay, so what am I doing? What am I doing?
You are covering your watch with your right hand.
Okay. Can you cover both your eyes with only one hand? Can you cover both your eyes with only one hand?
Yes, I can cover both my eyes with only one hand.
All right. What covers our heads? What covers our heads?
Our hair covers our heads.
What colors snow? What colors snow?
Snow's white.
Does it generally snow very much in the hot countries of the world? Does it generally snow very much in the hot countries of the world?
No, it doesn't snow very much in the hot countries in the world.
It generally.
It generally snows very little.
All right. What kind of weather do you prefer? Hot, warm, cool, or cold? What kind of weather do you prefer? Hot, warm, cool, or cold?
I prefer warm weather.
What kind of weather are we having these days? What kind of weather are we having these days?
We are having cold weather these days.
Yes, it's true.
It's very bad. It's very, very bad.
It's true. It's very cold. It's extremely cold. Okay. Is British weather pleasant in winter? Is British weather pleasant in winter?
No, British weather isn't pleasant in winter. It's unpleasant in winter.
What am I holding in my left hand? What am I holding in my left hand?
You are holding your pen in your left hand.
Which hand do you hold your pen in when you write? Which hand do you hold your pen in when you write?
We hold a pen in right hand when we write.
Well, I agree with you. We do, but what about you personally? Which hand do you hold your pen in when you write?
Okay. I hold a pen in my right hand. When I write.
Thank you. Great. Okay. About how many matches does a matchbox generally hold? About how many matches does a matchbox generally hold?
And matches generally holds
a matchbox. A matchbox.
A matchbox generally holds about 45 matches.
About how long can you hold your hand above your head for? About how long can you hold your hand above your head for?
I can hold my hand about my head. Above my head about 10 minutes.
For about.
For about. Сейчас. I can't hold my hand above my head for about 10 minutes.
Okay. By the way, you said I can't.
Why?
You said I can't. You said I can't hold my hand above my head for about 10 minutes. But I can hold maybe for 1 minute, definitely. Okay. Do you know what I have in my pocket? Do you know what I have in my pocket?
Еще разочек.
Do you know what I have in my pocket? Do you know what I have in my pocket?
I don't know what you have in your pocket.
Do you know if I live further from here than you do? Do you know if I live further from here than you do?
I don't know if you live further here
from here
when
Than I do.
than I do.
Do you know any excellent restaurants near here? Do you know any excellent restaurants near here?
Yes, I know some excellent restaurants near here.
Do you know any English teachers other than me? Do you know any English teachers other than me?
Yes, I know some English teachers other than you.
What's the opposite of the word quick? What's the opposite of the word quick?
The opposite of the word quick is slow.
Or do you speak Ukrainian slower than you speak English? Do you speak Ukrainian slower than you speak English?
No, I don't speak Ukrainian slower than I speak English. I speak it quicker than I speak English.
Do people walk quicker in hot weather than in cold? Do people walk quicker in hot weather than in cold?
No, people don't walk quicker in hot weather than in cold. They walk slower in
Hot weather.
hot weather than in cold.
Now,
Slower than.
okay, do we say every student is good or every students are good? Do we say every student is good or every students are good?
We say every student is good
Why? Why?
because every is singular.
Yes, that's right. Do you come here every day of the week? Do you come here every day of the week?
No, I don't come here every day of the week. I come here twice a week.
Do you go to bed at the same time every night? Do you go to bed at the same time every night?
No, I don't go to bed at the same time every night. I go to bed at different times.
Thank you. Does everybody in the world have enough food to eat? Does everybody in the world have enough food to eat?
No, not everybody in the world has enough food to eat.
Is everything in this room the same color? Is everything in this room the same color?
No, not everything in this room the same color.
Not everything in this room is the same color.
No, not everything in this room is the same color. Some things are red and some things are gray, green, blue, etc.
Okay. Does it snow everywhere in the world? Does it snow everywhere in the world?
No, it doesn't snow everywhere in the world. In some places, it snow and
Okay, it snows.
it snows. Моя problem. And in in some places it doesn't. Хай так буде. Непонятно, надо сказать it does, а там it doesn't. Ну, я так сказала, выкрутилась.
Okay, is it raining outside now? Is it raining outside now?
No, it isn't raining outside now. It's windy.
Windy?
Windy.
Okay, do you like walking in the rain? Do you like walking in the rain? When it rains, what do we cover our heads with? When it rains, what do we cover our heads with?
When it rains, we cover our heads with a hat or an umbrella.
Thank you. Does Thursday always follow Wednesday? Does Thursday always follow Wednesday?
Yes, Thursday always follows Wednesday.
Is Christmas always on the 25th of December? Is Christmas always on the 25th of December?
It's always on the 25th of December.
Must we always open our mouths when we want to eat? Must we always open? Must we always open our mouth when we want to eat? Must we always open our mouths when we want to eat?
Yes, we must always open our mouths when we want to eat.
Okay, and let's practice one mouth and two or many mouths.
Mouth.
Yeah, that's
mouth.
In the end. That's
mouth.
Yeah, well, so when we say it's like one.
Mouth.
Yes, yeah, and the plural form is
Mouth.
Do you always reply to letters you receive? Do you always reply to letters you receive?
No, I don't always reply to letters I receive.
Not replies.
Секунду. I don't always reply to letters I receive.
Okay, yep, that's right. Is the weather nicer today than yesterday? Is the weather nicer today than yesterday?
No, the weather isn't nicer today than yesterday.
It's
It's worse.
Which is the nicest part of this city? Which is the nicest part of this city?
Mariinsky Park is the nicest part of the city.
Are you always nice to other people? Are you always nice to other people?
No, I am not nice. I am not always nice to other people.
Thank you. So shall we repeat the lesson number 35?
Of course.
Of course. Okay, this is the past tense.
Що буде з ошибками? Ви стільки ошибок ще не бачили, ну давайте.
What's the past tense of I am, you are, he is, etc.? What's the past tense of I am, you are, he is, etc.?
The past tense of I am is I was. The past tense of you are is you were. The past tense of he, she, it is he, she, it was. The past tense of we are is we were. The past tense you are is you were is, and the past tense of they are is they were.
Thank you. Was I here 2 weeks ago? Was I here 2 weeks ago?
Yes, you were here 2 weeks ago.
Were you here 2 weeks ago? Were you here 2 weeks ago?
Yes, I was here 2 weeks ago.
Where were you at this time yesterday? Where were you at this time yesterday?
I was here at this time yesterday.
Were we in this room last week? Were we in this room last week?
We were in this room the last week.
Oh, not the last week, just last week.
We were in this room last week.
Mm-hmm. Were they here 2 lessons ago? Were they here 2 lessons ago?
Yes, they were here 2 lessons ago.
What's the difference between a road and a street? What's the difference between a road and a street?
The difference between a road and a street is that a road is generally in the country and connects to towns, whereas a street is in a town and generally has shops in it.
Do you live in a road?
Я цю засранку the country запомнила. И концентрировалась хорошо.
Do you live in a road or a street? Do you live in a road or a street?
Алло, чути мене?
Да, зараз чую. Просто щось там в якийсь момент перестала чути. Давайте ще раз.
Ага.
Do you live in a road or a street?
I live in a street.
Thank you. Okay. What's this? What's this in terms of lines? What's this?
It's a line.
Yes. Are there a lot of lines on an old person's face?
100%. There are a lot of lines on an old person's face.
There are a lot of lines on an old person's face. Я вот училась соединять an old. Да, ну вот получилось. Это отлично. Не зря вчера до часу ночи не спала после работы.
Игра стоит свеч.
100%. Come here.
Come here, please. Come here, please. Would you come here, please? А еще вежливее. Would you come here, please?
Ладно, обойдутся. Хватит з них і пліз в конце, пока.
Ну хорошо, давайте дальше. Does the sun always shine? Does the sun always shine?
No, the sun doesn't always shine. Sometimes it shines and sometimes
it shines.
Sorry, sometimes it shines and sometimes the sky is covered with clouds.
Is it always hot in France? Is it always hot in France?
No, it isn't always hot in France. Sometimes it's hot and sometimes it's cold.
Mm-hmm. Is Easter always in March? Is Easter always in March?
No, Easter isn't always in March. Sometimes it's in March and sometimes it's in April.
Do you always get up at the same time every morning? Do you always get up at the same time every morning?
No, еще раз вопрос. No, I don't get up at the same time every morning. Sometimes I get up early and sometimes I get up late.
On which side of your body is your heart? On which side of your body is your heart? My heart?
Так, my heart on the left side. My heart is on the left side of my body.
Mm-hmm. What's the difference between the words quick and quickly? What's the difference between the words quick and quickly?
The difference between the words quick and quickly is that quick is an adjective, whereas quickly is an adverb.
Mm-hmm. And give me an example of the difference, please. Give me an example of the difference, please.
Mm-hmm.
He's a quick writer.
Я прям 4 вам примера. Так, первый касается, первых 2 мене касается. I am a slow woman.
Quick! What about quick?
Slow, я slow woman. Второй пример. I eat quickly. Поняли цей прикол, да? Я медленно, но я быстро. Хорошо,
Ой,
тепер
Таня.
пишу у нього написано. He is a quick writer. He writes quickly.
Mhm. Do you speak English quickly? Do you speak English quickly?
No, I don't speak English quickly, but I speak it quickly enough.
Do people generally walk slowly when the weather is cold? Do people generally walk slowly when the weather is cold?
No, people don't generally walk slowly when the weather is cold. They walk quickly.
Mhm. Can you text as quickly as you can speak? Can you text as quickly as you can speak?
No, I can't text as quickly as I can speak.
Okay. What's the opposite of deep? What's the opposite of deep?
The opposite of deep is shallow.
Is the river Thames deeper than the Mediterranean Sea? Is the river Thames deeper than the Mediterranean Sea?
No, the river Thames isn't deeper deeper than the Mediterranean Sea.
It's shallower than the Mediterranean Sea. Shallower. It's shallower than the Mediterranean Sea. Shallower. Mediterranean Sea. Okay.
If you arrive too early at the station, what must you do? If you arrive too early at the station, what must you do?
If I arrive too early at the station, I must wait for the train.
Do you like waiting? Do you like waiting?
No, I don't like waiting.
I am a quickly woman. No. I am
a quick woman.
Okay. All right. If you arrive here at the school 10 minutes too early, how long must you wait for the lesson to begin? If you arrive here at the school 10 minutes too early, how long must you wait for the lesson to begin?
Длинное предложение, но я попробую. If I arrive here at the school 10 minutes too early, I must wait 10 minutes for the lesson to begin.
You are my star. You are my best teacher.
Супер. Ну все, повторили. Thank you very much.
Это
Да.
что, все? А что так быстро?